Get ready to be inspired. These are the best B2B websites of 2025, and we're counting them down from number 10 to number 1. I'm Robin, your B2B marketing bestie. I led strategy for hundreds of B2B websites at one of the top B2B website agencies, and I'm breaking down what makes these websites stand out in design, copy, and user experience, the trifecta. And let me tell you, I have seen a ton of B2B websites, and number 1 kind of shocked me. In the best way possible. I almost didn't put it at number 1 because it breaks a ton of rules, but they're doing it right and it totally works. And by the way, this list isn't full of just giant brands. I purposely included plenty of small businesses too to prove that you don't need a massive budget to have a truly great B2B website. And they span all kinds of industries like SaaS, manufacturing, services, even construction, so there's something here for everyone. Number 10 is Tech Wire. Now, copper wire isn't the sexiest product, and it's a commodity product, so it can be really hard to stand out. So Tech is really doubling down on the service aspect, something I typically do not recommend because everybody says they give good service, but in this case, they're proving it, promising to respond within 30 minutes. And their CTA, get a quote fast. And then they don't waste any time, they get straight into their products right away because their audience is busy, and they've got these great illustrations of the wire, so their audience can just recognize it right away. Then they have a bit of eye-catching animation here. They quickly call out the benefits, and then they're really leaning into that service aspect, promising same-day quotes and industry-best lead times. Then they've got some testimonials, some thought leadership, and then we have a form on the homepage, again, promising that 30-minute response time. Number 9 is Power School. Now, this is not a flashy B2B website with tons of bells and whistles. It's just a solid site. The copy in the hero section is nice and straightforward, and they've got some great contrasting colors here with the dark blue and then the hot pink on the CTA, encouraging click-throughs. And then they get straight into building credibility with this interactive feature of case studies and testimonials where they call out different schools that use their product. And then this is great because it's asking a question, focusing on the audience's needs. So if they want to address teacher shortages and burnout, they can click on that link and go to a page that addresses that pain point. Then they've got some trust building statistics, and then they've got this other interactive feature where you can click on what region you're in and get more information. Then they've got a video, some awards, and a CTA, just a really nice clean site that gets the job done. Number 8 is WIB. Now WIB makes ball bearings. Definitely not the sexiest product, but this website makes them as sexy as they can be. So this video in the background shows applications that need ball bearings. So this gives the site some energy while showcasing the different audiences who would use them. Then they get into more applications here with this interactive feature. Now this is an example of how great product photography can really elevate a site. This is just a metal part, but it looks really sleek and shiny because the photography is so beautiful. And then they have this cool parallax effect and then a call to action in a bright red. What are you doing? I'm trying to record a video. Number 7 is Earnest Packaging. What's interesting here is that this is not a San Diego-based company, even though it says San Diego in the headline. When you type in the URL, the site recognizes your location and displays content relevant to your location. And just look how fun and quirky this site is. It just makes me smile. It really stands out in the B2B space. I don't know what the deal is with this little googly-eyed donut, but I'm here for it. Now, I would probably prefer to see something about packaging here, but I'm giving them a pass because this is so engaging, you just want to keep reading. And then scrolling down, you see more personalized content for San Diego, emphasizing this human element, like this is their local team, this is someone I'd want to do business with. And they've got local client stories here with video testimonials. They showcase their local team, so it helps to build a connection. And then more crazy quirkiness and a CTA. Super fun. Number 6 is Box. Now, Box is one of those sites that when I worked at the agency, a lot of clients would come in and say that they wanted to emulate this site. It's classic SaaS, and I mean software as a service, not sassy. It's just super clean, straight to the point, headline copy, CTAs, and then a product shot that shows the interface and some call outs with some human faces for that human connection. They've got a lot of features and benefits called out with more shots of the product with links to learn more or to watch a video. They've got this nice graphic for integrations and then more credibility building with industry recognition and customer stories and some content for thought leadership. Number 5 is Noggin. So Noggin has an e-commerce platform for retailers, and this video here is showcasing client products and also their software interface. And it's in this circular shape, which is pretty unique. I love the bright colors here. It stands out in B2B, and this headline is very clear about the benefit content and what they do. And then next up, they go straight into case studies and building credibility. They call out measurable results here. So they're not just saying that they're great, they're actually proving it. And then we've got some benefits and features, again, with these great, bright, contrasting colors. And then they're being really clear about who their audience is, who is mid-market brands. We see a diagram that showcases what the platform does. And then they talk more specifically about who they work with. So they're really calling out their audience here and continuing with these circular shapes. Overall, a really fun, eye-catching site. So before we get into number 4, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. I mean, if you want to, you can. You don't really have to, but if you feel like it, that would be really cool. I would like it. No pressure. And tell me which one of these B2B websites is your favorite in the comments below. And tell me if there's any I missed. Number 4 is HITT. So they are giving construction a really more elevated feel with this site. They're really letting the video do the talking here because they have a very short, simple headline, but the video makes it really clear what they do, and then the bright CTA button, build with us. And then scrolling down, the message here is that they're not just any construction firm. You get a really premium experience with them, and the website really reflects that feel. And down here, this is nice. You can choose your market. So if you are in government, you can choose that, and then it will display projects that they've worked on in government. So they're delivering proof and samples of their work. And we've got some really nice movement here, nothing too distracting, just enough for visual appeal. And this here is just super cool. I love this. So all the way to the end, they're really driving home that message of a premium experience in construction, and that's their differentiator. Number 3 is Pipeline 360. So this site brings in a touch of whimsy while still remaining really professional, which is perfect for their audience of marketers, because marketers appreciate some creativity. This headline generates curiosity, like what is branded demand, but then it still makes the benefits clear down here, and it's got this cool kind of lava lamp effect within the headline. I love this little arrow here that points to the CTA. It's just a really cool subtle motion effect that is really engaging. Then we've got some credibility building with their clients, and then it goes straight into their solutions. And then here, this is really cool. So they've got the pain point, the remedy, and then the proof. So talking about, what their audience pain point is, how they provide the remedy for it or the solution, and then actual proof with a metric. So proving that they can do it. I love how this line sort of follows you as you scroll. It kind of follows you through the user journey. And number 2 is Descript. Now, I almost put this one first, but one of the reasons this is so effective is this big, bold message here. Make video faster, make more of it, and make it good. Now, there's no fluff here. They are speaking to people in plain, simple language and just telling them exactly what they help them do, making more video and making it faster. And then there is this video down below that's kind of peeking up that tells the user that there's more content below and encourages them to scroll to see it. And they've got this 60-second tour that is auto-played, but without the sound, which is important because that gets annoying. And then this credibility builder down here, and I kind of love this language. These companies use Descript, not bad. Just really fun. Sometimes it's the little touches that really make it. And then they carry through this big bold font throughout, and they make it clear that even if you're a novice, you can still use their product. And then this is super cool. When you roll over these, it plays a short video and shows you what the product does. So this is a great example of showing, not telling. And then it shows what you can make with the software, and then some credibility building with the testimonials and the awards, and then pricing and a prompt to sign up. And then the number 1 B2B website of 2025 is Basecamp. Now this one might be controversial because it breaks a lot of rules, and I would not recommend an amateur to try this, but they obviously had a really strong copy and design team working together here that just really made this work. The thing is, they know they're breaking the rules, and it's what makes them really stand out from their competitors. So they've got these characters kind of screaming out pain points, and then icons of their competitors with a big X through it, basically saying, you don't need all of this. And then their copy is just perfect. It's really straightforward, no corporate speak at all. They are targeting small businesses, and they make that really, really clear. Normally, I would not want this much copy on a homepage, but they're doing it right here. This is like a note from the CEO. Again, not something you typically see. And they are breaking up the copy with bold text in the right place and links in the right text. So having this note from the CEO is kind of like giving it that really personalized feel. Then scrolling down, they have these headers that make it look like it's kind of handwritten and highlighted with a yellow highlighter. Then they've got these big bold headlines and then carrying that yellow highlighter effect throughout. Then they've got these series of videos, and these are just super short clips, and it gives you like a 20-second short video per feature. So you can almost take like a product tour right here on the homepage. And this section here I actually love. I normally would not recommend all these bullet points. It's a lot, but they do this right. The copy up here with the answer is yes, and then these little yeses after each question. So the idea is not for you to read every single question, but the idea is really just to show that whatever your question is, yes, they can do it. 5-star reviews, and then the call to action, which is to either sign up or you could even join a free live class. Just super well done. Now, every video on this list has the 6 must-have elements that every homepage needs. And if you want to know what those are, watch this video here where I walk you through it step by step so you can apply them to your website. I'll see you over there.